Hello everyone, how are you doing? My name is Joshua Coco and this is the HardLock Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and this is the 13th episode. And ladies and gentlemen, we are also at studio in Varadi, and of course we are proudly sponsored by Esomart Hypermarket. If you want to sponsor, send us a message, maybe drop a comment here and we'll definitely get talk to you. Now you're most welcome one more time, but ladies and gentlemen, let's run the intro of the show, and when I get back here I will be giving you our weekly the good and the downright ugly. Welcome back from the intro of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us one more time. And my name is Joshua. This is a HardLock Podcast. Now, starting our good and downright ugly, we're starting with the downright ugly of this particular week, ladies and gentlemen. And we're starting on a sad note where we lost actually the Lugbara Paramount Chief, that is Agofe Jason Avutia III. Now, sad news for the Lugbara people is that we lost the Paramount Chief of the Lugbara Cultural Institution, commonly referred to as the Agofe His Highness Jason Avutia III. Now, according to the New Vision website, Avutia actually breathed his last at 5:20 p.m. on Monday, 23rd of January 2023 at his palace in Mvara, Arua City, at the age of 96. Now, the news of his demise was actually announced by spokesperson for the Lugbara Cultural Institution, that is Moses Mandebo Bakore. Now, Agofe III, who assumed the position of Paramount Chief in 1986 in an acting position at first, was confirmed after the ban of cultural institutions was lifted in 1995. Now, he has been battling actually with poor health and was bedridden due to old age for a very, very long time. At the time of his death, this Council of Elders were actually in the process of searching for a new chief as his replacement, which would now climax on February 1st, 2023. We will now, ladies and gentlemen, because of this, observe a moment of silence, and then we will get back here. Well, may his soul rest in eternal peace. And also, ladies and gentlemen, locally as well now, let's switch things up a little bit and let's talk about ELPs Wedding. Remember, a couple of months ago on the HardLock Podcast here, I talked about ELPs Wedding, and you guys bashed me so much when I said that I don't like the guy, but because of different things in our lives, we need to come together. Ladies and gentlemen, last week, finally, ELPs Wedding actually on Friday, 20th January, local artist ELPs Wedding finally tied the knot with his long-term fiancée, Shenazi, who is also the baby mama. Now, the two who dated for close to 10 years finally walked down the aisle in a very fabulous nikah at Shenazi's home in Tanganyika, that is in Manibe. Now, the nikah reception was actually later on at Coco Palm, the next day now, that is 21st. That was a Saturday now. And so many friends actually attended the event, and it was a very, very big deal. Now, something that really stood out for everyone now was a very emotional speech ELPs Wedding gave, where he gave accounts of him losing both of his parents at a very, very young age, and then being raised by a guardian actually who is not even very related to this guy. According to reports, actually the house fell extremely silent. You could actually hear a pin drop in the house while people were sobbing and weeping, while ELPs Wedding even himself got emotional, and himself he was crying as well because of this awesome moment. Now, however, we wish both of these people a very happy marriage, and it is what it is. And now finally another very sad story as well in our downright ugly for this particular week. Now, Ugandan Tik Tok Sensation and the lady we know as being Charles's wife, that is Asia Namirembe, actually passed on this week, and that was on Thursday. Now, Asia died on Thursday following a brief stomach complication. A source in Asia's family revealed that the deceased actually started complaining of acute stomach pain before she was rushed to a nearby clinic in Kawempe on Wednesday. She was, however, rushed to Mulago Hospital, Mulago National Referral Hospital, upon recommendation from the doctors at the Kawempe private medical facility, following a period of consistent vomiting that caused her to get dehydrated. Now, at the time of being admitted to Mulago, her condition rapidly deteriorated, and prompting the hospital management to actually put her on intensive care unit. Asia was advised to opt for an operation, but unfortunately, she did not make it for the surgery because she passed on Thursday morning at around 4 a.m. according to reports. Now, Asia actually became very very popular on YouTube and TikTok, forging a character as Charles the teacher's wife. And Asia was popularized by YouTuber Sebunya Rogers, aka SB4 Media, pretending to be dating Charles. Now, we really wish the family a quick recovery from this shock, and we hope that you can heal from this. Ladies and gentlemen, like I told you, we are also at studios. My name is Joshua Koko, and this is the HardLock Podcast, and this show is proudly sponsored by Esomat Hypermarket. And like I told you, we have the senior woman rapper. She is one of the biggest rappers and the only female rapper in Westnile. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the lady herself. That is Swaga, aka also known as Anika Grace. Up next.
Magotiri, mamingile kurisumasi, ayondrara, maflodraga piripiri tia gasi, mahwemi bekilera sasi, trasasi, nedinga male pepeta sasi, ondaba, siri mulalunga sinazi, di muntu munene tonteka kolu gezi, tonteka kumizano lokubandi mugezi, yezi mani yobiselia dani mimusezi, I'm first of my kind, meyodri rongo, magwa wacha matiso, perenye mibongo, that's why mingama rongo, risuzu dale magotiri.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much once again for joining us. My name is Joshua Koko, and this is the HardLock Podcast, episode number 13. We're proudly sponsored by Esomat Hypermarket in Arua for all your grocery shopping. And of course, we are also at studio right now, as you can see, as usual. And like I told you, ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. We have the best female rapper and the only one in the entire of this region, Westnile, almost 13 districts now. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Anika Grace, aka G.A. Swaga.
That's my name.
In the building.
Senior woman rapper.
Bad man.
Yeah.
I'm going to call you a man, forgive me. It's something we use in Jamaica.
I'm bad woman.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
How are you? How is 2023 treating you?
I'm fine. I'm sweet, and 2023 is treating me good. Yeah, I think I have a hit song already. Yeah, it's trending all over. It's called Transport Yo.
I listened to that jam. It's actually nice.
Thank you.
I really loved it.
Thank you.
You're featuring...
I'm featuring Fingerman.
Fingerman, that song.
Yes.
A legend in the industry, of course, also. Now, 2023 is good for you, but 2022 was not very good for you, as we know. You felt sick, and it was so scary that people were posting a sympathy message on social media.
Yeah.
Get well soon. G.A. Swaga were very scared. One of my colleagues actually asked me and said, what is the problem? Call G.A. Swaga. What's going on? What was the problem?
Actually, I was suffering from a common disease. It's common with women.
Yeah.
It's called fibroids.
Wow.
That thing chewed all my blood, so
Oh my God.
I became dry.
Sorry. That joke was not funny.
I don't mean the other one.
But you still look good, though, you know.
Thank you. I'm fully recovered. I'm better than before.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. Welcome back in the industry.
Thank you.
Now, we know G.A. Swaga as Anika Grace. G.A. Swaga, the senior woman rapper who has been singing for like 10 years from 2013 to now. But what is your story? What is your journey in a minute? What is your music story like?
Actually, the reason why I started music is because I wanted to change the lives of many women in this region.
Wow.
You know, our women go through a lot.
Yeah.
Through a lot from their husbands or their family members. Like, you know, they are not aware of certain things.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me come and, you know, open their eyes, awaken them from some of this ignorance,
Yes.
and be here for them.
Fantastic.
That is the main reason why I actually started music. Then starting hip-hop in particular is because I saw a big gap. I like doing unique things, something no one has ever done before, you get?
Yeah.
And no one has ever done hip-hop music. Female hip-hop music, in Arua or Westnile before.
Yeah.
I was like, why can't I fill this gap? Yeah, so good
But
enough. I landed into good people.
Exactly. That's what I want to actually ask you. That's nice. Now, because that is constantly what I'm asking. What is a female like you doing in the business of men in the industry? Don't you have enough problems at your hand already? What are you doing in the rap industry?
I hear business of the men.
Yes.
That is quite bad for me and as a woman activist.
Yes.
It is an insult actually.
Yes.
Because no one is for men, and I mean nothing is for men and nothing is for women. A woman can do what a man do, and you know I even do it better than some of the men. So yeah.
I want to explain why this woman says that she does it better than most men, because she's actually been in feud with men in this industry. And I'll explain that later. Now, what was the exact moment for you, you realize, when you realized that, you know what, this is what I want to do with my life, this is the career I want to choose, this is what I want to do?
I started music as a fun thing, but reaching 2015, I realized after attending Baimba Festival, my eyes were opened. I realized there is money in this business, and it is not only for fun, but it can actually put food on my table. Yes, so I took it very serious. And it's a good business, by the way. I don't regret it, despite the challenges.
So this was Baimba
Festival.
That's when you realized, you know what?
Yes, I represented Northern region, Westnile. Me and Rapper Blue it represented in 2015. Fantastic.
I think I remember that time I was here anyway. Now, many female rappers, including Cardi B, for example, are very open about their past lives. And, I've done my research about you a little bit. Like I told you, this is a HardLock podcast. We don't play games here. And people like Cardi B talk about their private life. For example, Cardi B was a stripper before she became the Cardi B we know today. Now, we understand that at some point in your life, you actually started out in a very humble way. Even as humble as being a housemaid somewhere for a period of time. Now, we'll not like really to discuss so much into that, but I wanted to ask you how the experience of being someone's maid, taking care of children and family, how has it been able to shape your decision-making, your business perspective of the hip-hop world?
I've never really been a maid, but I've ever stayed with non-relatives.
Okay.
Yes. But not
so it
really
wasn't being a maid?
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
So could probably that experience, did it living with other people, did it nurture anything in you in hip-hop industry that made you think different now?
No, by then I was just a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had not even realized this career by then. So it has no connection with my music.
Okay.
Not at all.
That's okay. That's fine. Now, let's get back into music now. You are, like I told you earlier on, you're in the business of mostly male-dominated industry. Do you actually get bullied by bad men in this industry? Do they bully you?
Obviously, they do. They do, for us rappers, we just throw stones and, birds fly in the sky. And, of course, many of them are flying and yapping all over. Yeah.
Now, that's why I was telling you, members and viewers, actually, that at a certain point in this lady's life, she was actually feuding with a popular singer who actually just got married. I gave you the story earlier, ELPs Wedding. Now, she's a female rapper, and she is actually beefing with a male rapper. And in that period, there was a lot of chaos. ELPs Wedding ended up singing you in music, body shaming you. And I'm told even there was a time you and ELPs Wedding had an issue just because of a chair at Monopoly Bad Characters graduation party at Bamboo Village. I don't know if these are claims that are actually true, but what is the side of the story for you?
Actually, it all started when I did a song called Wacha Matiso. Wacha Matiso means stop teasing.
Yeah.
And in that song, I think the lines were too serious for guys to handle. So they were like, I attacked them. LP was one of them. And with the little brain he has, he started abusing me, sexually abusing and insulting me.
Yeah.
Which wasn't good for me because I'm a mother, and it's obvious I wouldn't want my name to be painted with lies and things
negativity.
which don't even exist and never existed.
Well, it's part of the game.
So it's part of the game, yes, only when it's on a proper side. Like when I did Wacha Matiso, like I told you, to him it was, he claimed I attacked him. To me, I just threw my stone.
Yeah.
Why didn't Rapper Bluetooth say I attacked him?
What was the line? What was the line in that song that actually made him go? Can you remember it?
I don't know which one in particular, but there are so many lines there, like Ibami Romantic Deremia we and so on and so on. But he has never been my boyfriend, and why would he think I actually directed that to him? wacha matiso wewe. Ero you, ero looking I King Kong. Mama neri kwa snani re popcorn. Ari, mani rami mini fagon. Mikita funja de haki yo miluki go. Miti sabaku, wacha matiso. So for me, I just pity him.
She's not all at Nyongoroko. Senior woman bitching. If you make your business my business, then my business becomes your business. Nature chene.
And I actually was pissed when he started dating my name. In that manner, I wanted to take him to court.
I think personally, I even wrote on Facebook, I said body shaming women, regardless of what happens, I think personally it's not a good thing.
Yeah, I didn't only blame him, I blamed Joshman. Joshman is the producer of those abusive songs.
Well, he's making money.
I was like, Josh, yes, but Coco, you should know, if I come here and abuse LP or many other people out there, it is also not good for your business, because people will say, Josh, why do you promote this?
Actually, I think for there's so many radio stations in town here, and one of the radio stations I know specifically refused to play all songs of LP Shadi that are actually either attacking someone or insulting someone. The radio station says, no, we are not playing that music. Well, other stations were playing, the radio station said, no. I think that was a good step.
Well, I've never listened to the songs in any radio, to be very honest. Yeah. So when I wanted to take him to court, many lawyers approached me on their own.
Yeah.
This I swear.
Wow.
And many of them were even volunteering, to guide me through.
Yeah.
Free of charge.
So what happened? Why didn't you do it?
He was on run. Kampala, Arua, Kampala.
Okay.
Yeah, so finally, of course, my temper cooled, and then lockdown also came immediately.
Then you're like,
so I was like, let it go.
Now, after 10 years of almost being this, because for me, the moment you go in the studio and start singing is when I take note of it being the time you started singing. That's the beginning of your career. And so in all these years, for example, my question is, what has been so difficult for you to hit outside of Westnile? Now, it has been quite a challenge for you, and I'm an entertainer myself, and I work on media, and for me, I've not seen you break out of Westnile particularly, say. What do you think is the challenge, and how can we fix that?
Well, I think it's lack of enough promotion, because this is a disease which affects all the Westnile artists.
Yes.
I think there are only few who have broken out there, but the people who have been in the game for over 16 years, like Jim Kennedy, King Wida, Fateh. I can mention so many, Chandiru, and so many of them, and they've all gone through what I am going through right now. Right now, I'm thinking, since the Kampala side is really not paying attention to us, we are actually thinking of capturing Congo and South Sudan. Since we are the border, it is actually easier for us to connect with them than the Kampala people, because I see there is not much support for us that side. And it's what is killing
I've always told musicians that it is really, really a game at the end of the day.
It's true.
Yeah.
But then in every game, there must be a support for you to win.
There must be fair play. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
But ours here, it is really choking us.
And
now, like, for example, there are national TVs in Uganda.
Yeah.
But do you see any Lugbara songs there?
Apart from a few songs from Monopoly, not so many. And maybe Freeboy, Kwatesimu, there are not so many, Yeah,
so that answers it all.
But the question again for me is do you actually make money from this? Is this thing profitable? Is the rap industry profitable? Do you make money out of this?
Of course.
To be honest.
Of course, Coco, if you follow me properly,
Yeah.
follow me on Instagram, you see me posting
Yeah.
posters every weekend. I have shows.
Wow.
So obviously I'm making money.
Now, we're getting to the end of this podcast, particularly the interview section. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joshua Coco, and this is the HardLock Podcast. We are also at studio in Varadri, legend for all your photos. Amazing. These guys, no doubt, are the best photographers and videographers in the whole of Westnile. You don't want to know? Go argue with your handwriting. Now, and also proudly sponsored by Esomad Hypermarket in Arua, and that's where we get our support from now. let's get a little bit controversial now. Last year particularly, GS Swaga was a very controversial figure as well. Towards especially the mid and the end, you posted a lot of funny photos on social media. Some of the photos actually have you only wearing a bra. And you say you are an advocate for women. Is this something you want to sell to your women and people you're advocating to? What are your intentions of posting such of these photos?
Coco,
Yeah.
We artists are crazy people. Sometimes you do unusual things. Not for anything, but just for fun, maybe. There's nothing serious behind it. You don't want me to always be old style, old school. No, it's a new year. It's things.
But it
have
got a
changed.
lot of backlash from it, though. So many people, including those in the media industry, my colleagues who were working with, people were like, no, this is below the belt for GS Swaga. We never expected this. This was too low.
I have to surprise people in all ways. Yeah, that is all I can say.
Wow.
You can never tell. Tomorrow I might even, choose another style.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't be as bad as this one now.
No, it won't.
Finally, what is this one misconception people have about GS Swaga, people do not maybe understand some aspects of you. What do people get wrong about GS Swaga?
What they
And
get
that you want to
wrong
correct?
about me is my voice.
Yeah.
Sometimes they think my voice is a male voice.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe because my voice is kind of heavy.
Yeah.
But it's natural. So in music, they say, is that a man? Many people actually think GS Swaga is a man. Yeah, especially now when I do collabo,
Yeah.
they say, this is just one voice. That is, yeah.
And I think because of this kind of platforms, we're going to show your face to the public now. Yes, she's a woman. You can look at her face. There you go. No more games to be played. The cameraman can zoom in and you guys look at it properly. So we don't have any issues. Now, your final message to your fans exactly about your upcoming projects. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, GS Swaga will give us 2 amazing pieces of a jam performing here. And then we'll call it a night. Let's go.
Well, first of all, I'm working on videos. I did another song with a guy from Koboko. The song is called Blessed. That was the first song I did after leaving hospital bed. Wow. Yeah, like praising God for giving me another chance. It's called Blessed. Yeah. It's a beautiful piece, real hardcore hip hop. And then we're working on the video. Yeah. And then secondly, I'm also shooting the video of Gotiri. Yes. Thirdly, Fingerman and I are planning to do the video of Transport Yo. And I'm sure this year all these videos are going to come out before May. Yeah, and of course other audios loading. Look, but it's still on the pipeline and so many others. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was a section we had with GS Swaga, senior woman rapper for you here, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're getting a section where GS Swaga does for us 2 amazing pieces of music, and well, we'll call it a night. Let's get there now. Yo, this is my first song. Watch out, Matiso. Baramande mesesire, tekale niramaru, GS Swaga, senior woman rapper, inenga faraza lipida. Watch out, Matiso. You're crazy. Desu illumini pagba, sawa deriba ya singa, street ya delukelele obagasia. Ole di soni ni rakaka, itaskari meseli ya balaka, nyama sente rapa walaka, ka village ya badayo kakaka. Erba isente pederidani, erba iye ikude tinjani, era sonje badaka de malajani, erba imomi baba yani kiterpiani, malumini wasi yari mabeku, bateni rami fara mi baba maku, mangaka mi dredi mi ndusi, kungiro chuma driati kila kuku, mini ne kapi mi driati, girl power, girls are rising, girl power. If I'm a bunda, there mi waka. If I'm a stand the village champion. If I'm a foot, there is sing back. If I'm a sonje, there is sivako. If I'm a water, there is fazio. If I'm a romantic, there is mi Ero looking in King Kong. Mama nere kwa snani re popcorn. Ari mani rami mini fagon. Mita punja de haki yo miluki go. Miti sabaku wacha matiso. Asiwere miesu baza di misiso. Aso pangwe manga wide paka kejo. Micho goma sate lo pache di wili kalisu. Yeah, opo de girl power. The fara sasa kirega kiye yo di dawa mamle bikwini chichi mige izawa ito makumiluga ros masikini wawa agato jisuma bere masimi kilo mi anda tani lesi minute mi mami kilo mi talk to them tia sukani me follow ile achi minute mi ngeka mi kilo wow tell me why amavangwa Babe swanziki mali susu business ero Zamba bagade kubale kada madaya kwesta mali su Mikinta minika siki turuni Mikinta minika sifuki patirwa Mi madro mi minika simo miyoya Ile imodu kweri kuminika sima piriyoya Asoto kuima paria Hey Swaga, sine uwe rapa Ibango kukile matara rufara wadisi Ibango kukiole zarunya kuni majadisi Ibango kukili jara kujasi marwadisi Why? Tell me why? Ibango kukile matara rufara wadisi Ibango kukiole zarunya kuni majadisi Ibango kukili jara kujasi marwadisi Why? Tell me why? Ane yodi basi marwaku mama masi Mama bulu baraba buku ya nya paradisi Bani fungalu wera bayo metura madaiya Sama bulu bararia Amalo edo kitaka Atete mati mabani nera Atete disimani kuri ya tenera Atete kuni kuli kuwa tenera Yodi gaso kuchoki kudere Mikanda Okuka tete sikutera ngole Okuka kitete yo udukulu tete ngole Okuka kitete yo udukulu tete Fula ata iba katete yo udukulu tete ngole So, idoka kama so kwini nita Ape ini lengo lokume sukyo nita Akombe yokala Akobi yokala Akudini yokala lokume suki pata Abango kide matara fara wadisi Abango kukiole zarunya kudi majalisi Abango kukimi jara kujasi mawadisi Why?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a beautiful performance. Two amazing pieces of music from Swaga, the senior woman rapper, and she is the only one in Westnile as of now until something changes. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joshua Koko, and this is the HardLock Podcast, episode number 13, and we are also at studios, and we are proudly sponsored by Esomart Hypermarket. Until we meet next time, bye-bye, I'm out.